Yes, people. Welcome back to another stream. It is the phone-in show. We've not had one of these for a couple of weeks now. I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks, the last one. We did say we'll make these like a more regular thing coming back. Probably just switch up the format a little bit in future, make it a little bit nicer. We'll get some more techie things going on in it. It'll look sick. But for now, we're just going to use StreamYard. Yeah, dude. Bro, you don't understand how long I was looking for that noise, the dude, just like the standard one of them. But yeah, this is the phone-in show. If you do like this content, then let us know in the comment section below if you're watching this back on a replay, because it's something that we are happy to do and we can get your say. And if you want to get your say, I've just posted the link into the chat for this. However, for some reason, my chat, oh, there we go. It won't let me pin it. I'll let me pin the message. But yeah, so the link is in the chat. If you want to get involved, we'll try and get as many people on as possible. People with cameras and that will get seen to probably sooner than the other people. But if you've been waiting for time, we'll get you on. Don't worry, we'll get you on. But yeah, man, it's the phone-in show. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We've just got past 85k, which is big. We're on the final 15. The final 15k. The final push for 100k is here.
I know.
Bro, soon we will need no Riz. We will need no Riz. We just show a picture of of us and our 100k plaque, and we're done, mate. We're done. Pants off straight away, mate.
Exclamation mark Riz, mate. That's what you'll get.
Yeah. Mad. Yeah. Big was in a car. 85k. Mad. Yeah.
What are we going to chat about in this one, man? We're going to talk Club World Cup, Premier League,
Club World Cup. What people's thoughts since last time on the Prem. Obviously our next game is not until after Christmas. But yeah, we could just chat shit. You know what I mean? Club World Cup, transfers, anything.
Cool.
Maybe
get them in, boys.
Right. Right. So we'll first go to Pat. I don't know if Pat has a camera. I think Pat's got a camera. But I don't know. Pat was first here in it, so I'm gonna go with first come first serve for Pat. Right, Pat. Yes, Pat. Is Pat there? Pat's not there.
Bye, Pat.
It's in a bit, Pat. Cheers for dropping by. I can see William in the waiting queue here, waving.
Get William in, man. Get William in if you want to come in.
And the man's waving at Pat. Yeah. Unfortunately, Pat dipped. Right. Okay then. We'll go to William first. Yes, Will, mate.
Okay, so what I was going to say was, I'm thinking if Kevin De Bruyne wasn't to get to play in the final the same as Haaland, how does that make sense?
What do you mean?
On the Club World Cup, you know how like there was a thing posted on TikTok today saying that Haaland and De Bruyne won't be able to play in the Club World Cup final. Is that true?
Yeah.
So Jack Gorn said yesterday that although Kev and Haaland are back in training, they're not going to risk them at all for the Club World Cup.
What are your thoughts on the last game in the Prem?
Dead, mate.
What was our last game in the Prem? Palace.
Palace.
Oh, yeah. The thing is, the Palace game, yeah. It was just same old shit, man. It was us, but with all the ball, and then we can't hold on to a lead anymore. So as soon as they scored that first goal, you knew we needed another one. Everyone knew it. Everyone could feel it. It was like, yeah, this ain't going right. This, and then they obviously equalised. Pardon?
Then it ended 2-2. I don't know if Pep's making the wisest decision.
Also, what were the subs about, man? He didn't make no subs for time.
That's the
Did
thing.
he even make any subs? I don't even know if he made subs.
John Stones, the 94th minute.
See, that's dead.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's like a last second sub.
Yeah,
it's just a pattern now, isn't it? There's a pattern emerging, or there has done in the Premier League, whereby we get ourselves into winning positions and then we let it slip by switching off, or Pep maybe not tactically, in-game management type things, switching things up. Like I said it after the game, was like, when we're 2-0 up with 15 minutes to go, or even 2-1 up with 10 minutes to go, there's no need for Walker and Vardy all to become wingers. We don't need to see you cross the halfway line at that point. Just play for the result. Keep the 2-0. Like, the place was calm. Everyone was chill. We're like, we're going to see this out. We don't even want a third goal. Just keep it 2-0. Keep a clean sheet. Take the 3 points, and we're chilling. Instead, we started bombing fullbacks up the pitch, leaving ourselves exposed, hitting the counter attack. Mateta gets one, and then the penalty happens, and we've dropped points again. So there's a pattern when you look at the Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham, Crystal Palace game. Villa was just a whole 90 minutes of shit.
Tottenham game. That Tottenham game was a joke.
Oh, mate, that was. You know what?
The last minute, that was just the major blunder of the game.
Oh yeah,
the
Grealish thing.
Grealish could have scored.
Oh yeah, he was 3-1-1. 3-1-1. It was a great ball from Haaland. It shouldn't have been ruled off. The ref fucked us there. Shouldn't have been ruled. It should have been. He shouldn't have pulled that back at all.
It's the fact that we were denied the opportunity to have the chance. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no guarantee he scores the goal, but it's the fact we were denied the opportunity to have the chance in that game. I mean, we can complain about officiating all we want. We do it every week, but nothing's going to change.
The officiating far too shit for the Prem.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's like that every week. Everyone has to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's every week there's one major decision where we're going, what the hell is that about? And you compare our standard of officiating to the standard of officiating in European football or other domestic leagues. Why is the Premier League so far behind when it comes to quality of officiating? I don't know, but it's one of those ones that we'll never get an answer to. We'll just get a statement of apology maybe, or you'll get some dodgy VAR audio and you're told to move on and forget about it. But it is what it is. We should, like, the reality is, look, on that game against Tottenham, bad decision by Simon Hooper or not, we should have won that game without that. We should have won that game without.
Can I do something to the chat real quick?
Say again.
Make sure all you guys subscribe. Get them done, okay?
Yes, fact. William knows, mate. William knows. He got the memo, bro. William got the memo.
I always watch your streams, no matter what our game time. I always watch your streams.
Appreciate that, Will.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Will. Right, we'll let you go, Will. Enjoy the rest of your night, mate. And hopefully next time you see it, we'll be World Cup winners, mate.
Yes.
Love that.
Legend, mate.
Right.
Nice to meet you, bro.
See you in a bit, Will. Yes, Will. From
What a guy. Loves Scottish people.
Yeah, what a G, man. Bro, can I just go this? Bro, look at this. Yo. Yo, what is this, man? What is this? Wait, I can. Man, you are shit. There you go. I can change his name. I can just change his name, innit?
In a bit, mate.
Right. Well, you're banned.
You're banned. Let's get Sai in. Is this Sai the guy?
Is this Sai? I don't know if this is the a few Sais. Yes, Sai, mate.
I watch Big Six. Big fan of you.
Hey, mate. Nice to meet you.
Only City, or we can talk any team.
Say again.
Only City or we can talk any other team.
Talk whatever you
Talk
want,
whatever you
mate.
want.
It doesn't
Whatever you
have to be just City.
Yeah, I'm Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I follow City very well because I like De Bruyne and Holland and Pep also. I have one question, both of you. Do you think Diaz Stones is more important than Diaz?
Oh.
You want to take that one, bro?
Now this is the both of us. That's a hard question. That time, mate.
I think.
I think
Go on. You go.
systematically, like the Stones role is very important. However, Pep's trying to kind of shoehorn a Kanji into that, but we do. I can't imagine. Say we took Diaz out of the team completely.
Not completely, I'm saying.
We could get another centre back in there. If we took Diaz out of the team, yeah, we can get another centre back to do the Diaz role. Stones is kind of like a role that we can't fill yet. Kanji can't do it. Like, so I'd say Stones is more important to the team right now than Ruben Diaz.
I seen so what happening was this year Man City, the game Stones was there. You look like last year's Man City. I just want to see Stones and Diaz partnership as centre backs
We all
because sometimes if Diaz was not covering or Diaz was not up to the mark, Stones was there.
Yeah, the
Crystal Palace goal was, I think 90% of the mistake was Kyle Walker. He's not tracking back.
Yeah, fact.
But if we do Diaz, last season Diaz was on the mark. That goal will not happen.
The treble don't happen without Diaz.
Yeah.
The treble don't happen. Like I think.
Yes.
I take both sides on board. I agree with both sides. I think there's nobody else in the squad can do the John Stones role. But when you're talking about a Ruben Diaz who's on form, which he is more often than not, it's easy to criticize Diaz right now while he's not looking great.
I'm not criticizing you.
But Diaz when he's at his best, which is more often than not, his presence allows Stones to do his role as well as he does, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Stones can't go up the pitch as often as he does. He can't link up play as often as he can't play in the midfield as well as he does if he doesn't have the solidity of the big man behind him, Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz was the rock, if you like, of the defense, while John Stones was like the Rolls Royce, if that makes sense. So they complement when they're both on form. Both of them at their peak are crucial to each other because John Stones doesn't have the confidence, in my opinion, to play as well as he does in midfield if he doesn't trust the defense behind him. That's only natural for any midfield. So I think they're both equally important, but I think you're right when you say there's no one else can really do the John Stones role.
Yeah, and one thing, do you think losing both Gundogan and Morris, that's why we don't have City don't have any ball controlling players in the middle apart from Rodri and Bernardo Silva.
Yeah. You mean Gundogan replacement?
Yes, because Kovacic can't control the ball and stay there and go front. He's not that person, right?
I don't think we replace Gundogan like for like, but I kind of say with Gundogan same to what I'd say with Kevin De Bruyne. When Kevin De Bruyne leaves, you're not gonna get a Kevin De Bruyne replacement. It doesn't exist.
You have to shift, don't you, and pivot to someone else.
You have to adapt, you have to accept life without that player. But I think I'm gonna say this. I think in the last 2 weeks alone, in terms of the midfield, I take a lot of positivity and excitement from the Mateus Nunes performances. I think there's something to look forward to there. There's something in there.
I
think between January and next summer, we will go out and do some more business in the midfield. I don't know. The Paqueta thing is obviously sticky. I'd say we'll go out and get another midfielder. I don't think Kovacic is the long-term option.
I think Pep didn't try Rodri and Nunes, right?
What do you mean together?
Rodri and Nunes and another Bernardo Silva. These three.
I'd like to see Nunes more in it, starting a few games.
Yes.
We would see Nunes getting him on. I agree with that.
Nunes was absolute. I seen Kabologot match. He's good. He's not extraordinary level, but he's good. He can carry the ball. The Kovacic was signing us very surprised to me because he doesn't have any qualities of Pep Guardiola wants.
I think he'll grow and he'll develop as time goes on. He's just a different type of player to what we're used to. I mean, I think the term Pep Guardiola type player, it doesn't really exist anymore because when you look at the evolution of the Pep Guardiola teams, you know, the original tiki-taka, and then you went for kind of like power and pace. Now we're going for a combination of a load of things. There's no real set Pep Guardiola type player. It's just about whether Pep views the player he brings in as having a couple of qualities that he can put into his jigsaw type thing. But Nunes, I'd be excited about, man. I'm looking forward to see. I think Nunes can grow into being a starting choice midfielder eventually.
Yeah, I agree.
Rodri and Nunes, right?
Don't know. We'll have to wait and see because Kevin De Bruyne's coming back, isn't he?
Okay, next one was, do you think City can play Grealish and Doku if De Bruyne comes back?
So you can play Grealish and Doku?
Both left wing and right wings.
Yeah, you could play them on opposite wings. They could both exist together in the same team. We've seen Doku start a few times on the right wing, or at least rotate over on that side. I think it'll be you'll mainly see them both fighting for that same spot, but I wouldn't be against playing both Grealish and Doku in a game.
I like
both
to see
offering
it.
different dynamics. Yeah, different dynamics.
Yes.
The team. So
I like to see both. I like to see both because they are extraordinary, man. Doku was extraordinary. See, I am a Liverpool fan, but I like City. I follow City more, Liverpool and City more. What do you think of Liverpool chances you? I seen Big Six. You are a little bit down. What do you think?
Sorry, say again.
I seen Big Six.
Yeah.
What are the thoughts of Liverpool this season?
I think Liverpool are new. I think they've definitely obviously improved on what they were last season, but I don't think they're ready to go the full distance and win the Premier League. I think they'll be too inconsistent.
Same. Yeah, same option. Yes,
I think they'll drop points on the way that they probably don't expect to drop.
I think they'll be there till the end, though. I think they'll be there or thereabouts. I expect us in the second half to kind of run away with it, to be honest, like to open up a bit of a gap. But I think you'll see Liverpool and Arsenal basically fighting around that position.
I think the winner of the Premier League will be 8 or 9 points ahead of Liverpool come the end.
Yeah.
I
think City will be start. I think the first fixture after this is Everton, right?
Yeah.
Until March, we don't have Champions League, right? And we don't have any Big Six fixture also. I don't think City will drop points more until February.
It's much easier said than done, though. Do you know what I mean? With like the Premier League, the Premier League's tough, man. There's always bumps in the road along the way, and
but if City drop more points, then Arsenal has to be taken.
For me, Arsenal should win the league anyway. They have to win the league.
Yes, it's only 4 points. It's only 6 points, right?
Yeah, I just think Arsenal. The pressure's on Arsenal to win it. We've won 3 in a row.
Yes.
Won a treble.
Yes.
They went 247 days on top of the Premier League last season. They brought in Declan Rice for 105 million. They brought in Kai Havertz. They brought in David Wright. They added to their squad that competed very well last season. The pressure is on them to go and win the Premier League. The pressure's not on us. Even though Pep says it's an embarrassment when we don't win it, not for anybody else. That narrative is wrong. It's unfair on Manchester City because we've done it. We've won 5 out of 6. It's natural to have an off year. I don't think the expectation should be on us to win it when we're quite clearly going through a transition as well, which people don't talk about enough. We let go of Gundogan, we let go of Laporte, we let go of Mahrez. Before that, Sterling, Jesus, Zinchenko. We're in a transition for the last 2 years. People can't expect us to continue non-stop to win the Premier League in a transition when other teams are getting close and spending money and not doing it. It's double standards, if you ask me. There has to be some pressure on other clubs. Chelsea are a disgrace, absolute disgrace. Spend 1.4, 1.5 billion and to be 12, 13, 14, whatever they are, they're an absolute embarrassment. It's an absolute joke. Imagine we had spent over $1 billion and we were currently sitting in 11th or 12th. Absolute chaos there would be. The media headlines, imagine we're losing to the teams they lost to. The headlines would be City this, cheating that, you spent this money to be this bad. Nah, no pressure on City.
I think not much focusing on City. Chelsea, man. All are taking lightly. They are on a 10th.
Yeah.
There are really some of the points and some of the form was relegation form. Chelsea's.
Yeah.
Do you think City will do business in January?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I
think
think
we'll.
so.
I
we'll
think
get
we will.
into
We have
this
to.
one.
I think they'll be looking to strengthen the squad in January. Give us more of
I think midfield,
an
right?
option going
Mostly
forward.
midfield.
Yeah, midfielder. I think we'll go for. I think we'll go for. Yeah, I'm not sure who yet. To be fair, Craig Party time in the chat, and he usually tells us about all the all the transfers. But yeah, probably something like that. We'll probably get a midfielder in and that Valentin Barco, the left back guy. So I think we'll be fine with that.
City, you don't go to Saudi Arabia, right? You didn't go, right? You didn't go to Saudi Arabia for Club World Cup. Steve went, right?
Steve,
Yeah, big Steve went. Yeah, Steve's there.
Big Steve went. Okay.
Yeah, big Steve went over. Yeah, man, he's there. He's been on TV a few times.
Yeah, I seen you. Yes. He's enjoying, man. He's enjoying.
Right,
Yeah,
Simon, mate. We're
guys
going to
love it.
bring in
Yeah,
the
man.
next person, man. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you. You. Bye.
Bye,
Cheers,
mate.
Si.
Bye-bye. Liverpool
Big up
fan.
to Si, man. Yeah, Liverpool fan jumping in, which is pretty mad.
See, I don't mind rival fans coming in if they just want to have a chat. Do you know what I mean? Just
Yeah, it's chill, innit?
football. Yeah, it's chill, man. It's chill.
Football. Next up, we have Bestun, who has been waiting patiently. So big up to Bestun. Yes, Bestun. Sam. Yes,
Hello.
Ned.
Hello.
How you doing, mate?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good,
Good,
mate.
thanks.
Yeah. I was just thinking of what to talk about. I mean, maybe we could just I forgot his name again. It was Sai or something, wasn't it? It was good listening to him. I don't mind listening to rival fans necessarily. It's interesting to hear the team's perspective sometimes on us. But we could expand on what he was talking about. I'm not sure. I guess we talk about anything. Is that okay? Because I was thinking of talking a bit more about my thoughts on the match against Urawa Reds.
I can
Bit of
never
a
say
tongue
that, mate.
twister, but
Yeah.
yeah,
go on,
my camera ain't great, by the way, so I'm sorry if it's like
you're
lagging
right.
or anything. So I was just going to say that it's something of especially. I mean, obviously, I think it's a common thing. Obviously, football, whatever. But I noticed it quite a few times this season. For some reason, this season, well, I feel like we go into games sometimes kind of like unsure what like we want to do, maybe, if that makes sense. Like we just kind of go into them, and maybe we're just like not making as many chances as we should, or we just seem a little bit lost. And then obviously at half time, I guess Guardiola probably gives them a right drilling or something. And a few times I've seen us come back in the second half, and don't get me wrong, I don't think we've been like awful or anything. Obviously, we're still very close to first place, but I think against Urawa, it was interesting because I felt like it took us until like the 60th minute to really start like putting away the chances we got a bit better, if that makes sense. I think we actually defended all right. Actually, I think we defended well. I think it was just in that final third, but some reason we had a couple shots like I think it was a Kanji or someone. I can't remember. It's like, yes, I know he's a centre back who can also play as a wing back, but and I know he had a shot and he literally just like tapped it like and just scooped it into the goalkeeper's hands, or it went over. And I was like, what are you doing, mate? It's like, what are we like trying to achieve with shots like this? Like, not, I mean, obviously later on we did a lot better, and overall I was happy with the match, but I was a little bit worried, especially in the first half. I felt sometimes, I mean, fair play to them. I think they did defend well, but it's something I have noticed this season. We have been a little bit more, it's been a bit more common where we just don't take our chances as well, or we're just a bit like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I think at the start of the season, everyone kind of like stuck with the fact that people were saying that we don't create enough chances, and then that seemed to kind of fix itself after a few games, and then it turned to, well, we're creating the chances now, we just don't actually score these chances. Then like the amount of times that we've all looked to Haaland to finish a chance and he's blasted it all.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. I think like I think that's one of the issues. Like obviously we got other great players, but I feel like we rely on Haaland and De Bruyne way too much sometimes, because when we don't have Haaland or De Bruyne or even both of them, I feel like especially this season it's made us struggle a bit more, because we've already got Alvarez, Grealish, Foden, Bernardo who should be able to do the job, but for some reason I just feel like, I don't know, there's just something about it.
Well,
Like, and Rodri as well is another one I think we've been relying on too much, because when he's not in there in the team, I've noticed we seem to struggle a bit again sometimes in that midfield area.
the thing is, if you look at last season, obviously we rely now on De Bruyne and Haaland. But last season we had other players to step in who chip in with goals as well. You had Gundogan who chip in with goals and assists all the time, and you also have Riyad Mahrez who chip in with goals and assists all the time.
Yeah, we're
So
definitely
losing
them as well.
Yeah,
I wish
we're
Gundogan
losing
had
that
taken
kind
another
of side
season,
of
but
our
I always
game
say
now.
that when a player leaves, stay another season.
I wish. I mean, Barcelona had a fire sale, yeah, and bro, I'd get back Gundo. I'd run it back straight away. I'd get him
Yeah,
back.
I would. How old is he now? He's like 34, 33?
I don't actually know. Do you know here? He's 33. He's 33 now.
33, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough then. But I feel like maybe we could have kept him one more season. I know I know he's getting older, but another thing I've wondered is, like Kovacic, for example. I've seen some people criticize him, but I think he's been all right. But I do think he's still taking some time to settle in, because as much as I like him, I just don't think he's got like maybe that, I don't know, spark or that kind of. I don't think he's settled in fully just yet, and it seems to happen with our players, like because of the way Guardiola is. It takes them like a season to really settle in. That the first season they'll be good, they'll do okay, and then the next season they'll be really good. I remember even Mahrez was the same when he first joined. So I think Kovacic needs some time, but I feel like, I don't know, I like him, but I don't know if he's like really I don't know, is he the best replacement for Gundogan? Maybe I still do wonder that, as much as I like him, because I think he's like 29 or something. I might be
feel
wrong.
like he's not.
I
feel like he's not a Gundogan replacement. I feel like he doesn't offer the attacking side of Gundo. So
yeah, he's more.
I
think he's more of a defensive player. I think yesterday he scored. To be fair, didn't he? Did he score yesterday?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I
He did. It was a good goal, but I think it's the odd goal like that. But he's not really an attacking player. Like the thing about Gundogan was he was not only great at defending, but he could actually create chances, and he could actually like run up the pitch, get in good positions, and he actually scored quite a few goals for us, especially in important ones. And I feel like Kovacic, as much as I do rate him, I think he lacks that. And I think that's one of our issues. And that's what I was saying before as well, about how we rely too much on Rodri, because Rodri can do those things Gundogan does. Obviously, they're both great players. I'd say Rodri's better, obviously, but they're both very good. But I don't think Kovacic is that kind of player, and that's what I think does worry me a little bit. So I do wonder what moves we might make. Probably not. I don't think we'll make major signings in January. We don't tend to do that. They'll probably do it in the summer, I imagine. Obviously, it's a bit far in the future still, but I do wonder what exactly we will do.
Yeah, I feel like it's a very unknown right now where we're gonna pivot in summer. Obviously, we know the targets that we're after, but given the parts of the past few years, we've missed out on kind of our main targets. So hopefully we go and get all the big Donnies, innit? Go get Florian Wirtz. Go get
yeah. Do you remember when I said before how I'd signed a couple players in my FIFA 23 career mode, and they actually signed for City and they did well? Like, I think Kvaradiola, I signed him for City and he did quite well.
Yeah, man, that's the best. I remember when, like ages ago, Balotelli used to be called Balotelli Barwua, and I signed him on my Fulham career, and I was like, this guy's sick. And then when City signed him, I was like, whoa, what? I was like,
yeah, I did the same with back in I think FIFA 13 or something. I remember I used to sign him for City thinking he's good. This guy looks good. Wouldn't it be cool if he came to City and then we went and signed him?
Yeah, sick.
So hey, you never know. I signed Florian Wirtz again in my FC 24 career mode, so you never know. Maybe maybe I might be holding some magic power or something. Maybe you will.
Maybe you're the good jinx. You're the good jinx. Yeah. You're making it happen, bro.
Good jinx. Yeah. Hopefully
right,
he doesn't.
I appreciate you coming on, bro. Obviously, a big supporter, always in the chat. Now, Did you get a blue tick? You did. You got blue
Yeah, I
tick, didn't
did.
you? You got the 3-0 scoreline. Yeah, you did get
Yeah.
a blue tick. Yeah,
Yeah.
love that. Right, okay, right. Appreciate it, best fun, mate.
Yeah, it's good speaking to you.
Yeah, man. We'll see you in the next one.
Okay, yeah, you too.
Yes, to Best Funk. Big up, man. He's been about for time, Best Funk, like for ages, mate. Is he got the gold badge? I think he might. Oh no, he's not. He's not got the gold badge, but he has been about for time, Best Funk. I've seen his name for forever,
He's
mate.
been about, man. He's been a while.
Yeah, he has been about. Speaking of getting about, Rio's getting about. We're gifting out 10 gifted memberships. Yes, Rio, mate. Gifted out 10 memberships to all the Donnies out here. Yes, Madeline Investor Trader. Nick Willis got one in there. Cal Bartels in there. Yes, to everyone who got one. Yes, Nick Willis. Chatters have been locked up. Now, Bay was in the week, bro. He's back. He's alive. He's confirmed he's alive. Yes, Rio, mate. Appreciate the 10 gifted memberships. The stream yesterday absolutely went off at halftime. It went off at halftime with gifted memberships. Honestly, my head was frazzled. I couldn't even focus on the match. So I appreciate all the support, Rio, mate.
That's sick. That was sick. That was so sick.
Yeah, man, it's massively appreciated. Should we get someone else in, bro?
Single man, reveal yourself.
I don't know who's singing it. We're going to Roberto, isn't it? Yes, Roberto, mate.
Yo, what's up? How are you guys?
How you doing, man?
All right,
Good.
Good. Just big up everybody. Big up the panel. Love Hugh's work on the Big Six.
Yeah, man.
Taking it to those scrubs. Love that. But no subs FC, it seems like lately.
Fact.
Crystal Palace, that game was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
And it was really shocking to see Man U draw against Liverpool, because my buddy's a Man U supporter. But yeah, I think this season has been just kind of like a bit slow versus last season. Obviously, I mean that's going to be normal though with the like response from the treble and everything. But like, yeah, I think if we don't win the Prem this year, I think it'll be due to the fact that a big part of it could be the fact that Kyle Walker's captain. And I think obviously last season he wasn't played there like too much, but I think it's kind of like putting a little bit more weight on him versus last season. Like I was just looking at the lineups we had. I always felt calm and collective when Ake and Akanji were on in the back line. It was just, I don't know, you just felt confident about it.
Yeah.
And then Diaz turned up, and now it's like Walker's trying to do too much. Although yesterday when I saw the lineup for the Club World Cup, it was nice to see him with Stones, Akanji, and Ake. I mean, and yeah, it turned out to be good. So
Yeah, this is something I said about the Palace game as well. When we went 2-1, when they scored their goal, I was instantly not confident that we could keep hold of a 2-1 lead. It felt like we needed another goal, like another 2-goal cushion, just to be safe. And there's only 10 minutes left, and I'm feeling like that. Whereas last season, the second half of last season, we were so solid. It was going like we'd go 1-0 up in a game, and you could look there and go, I am not worried because I think this team will genuinely hold out here. We can hold out a 1-0 lead. And that's something that we've not been able to say for City for ages. So last year we had it, and then instantly this year, it's kind of fell off again. We're not keeping clean sheets. The defense is too open. Like the midfield is just non-existent at times. And Kyle Walker, when he does this right wing role, he just goes missing, man. He doesn't get. I don't know if he doesn't get back fast enough. I don't know the situation. But it's not working for me. I'm firmly in the boat now of going back to all of our centre backs again. Let's go full centre back mode. It worked. We won the Champions League with that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, 100%. And yeah, I hope it's not like a captaincy issue.
I hope it's not a captaincy issue. I don't think he should be a captain. Like I don't think he. And as soon as Kev comes back, I don't think he will be. But I'm hoping it's not. I don't think it's nothing to do. I'm hoping it's nothing to do with him being captain.
Yeah,
Kev's a good captain, man. Kev will be a good captain for this team. He like, there's a very few players in world football as good and as composed in tough situations, and as Kevin De Bruyne, and he's a big game player. But with the defense, I agree. I agree with what you're saying. I feel like if you remember last season, the Trevor running, it's like there was a love for defending in the team. Do you know what I mean? They
Yeah.
make defending an
Yeah.
art. It
100%.
feels like that love for defending. It's like diminished a little bit. It seemed like last season, the idea of getting a clean sheet to the defenders meant as much as it did to winning the game. If that makes sense, like they want the clean sheet, like they'd be celebrating blocks, they'd be high fiving big tackles. Like it was like for Diaz getting a big block, it was like the way it was for Haaland scoring a goal. That's the way it felt in the team, and it all just came together so perfectly. So we need to get that click in the defense again. Whatever combination Pep chooses to go with, I'd like him to stick with it. I don't want to see chopping and changing that much anymore. I don't want to see 1 week Vardy's a left back, then it's Ake, then Akanji's right back, then he's centre half, and Diaz is out, and some like go with 4 and say you are the 4 that I'm expecting to do the job every single week. And for me, that means minus Kyle Walker. I want to see the 4 centre halves, the Great Wall of Manchester, man. Make defending great again.
Yeah, rightfully so. I agree. But I mean, like one of the cons, I mean, Pep's the GOAT, but one of the cons with Pep is like he'll do these mad things where like no subs FC, Crystal Palace was calling for it like at the 60th minute, just to hold it off. And he'll also do this season that he's doing right now with Kyle Walker, where he's got to start every time, even though he's been trash by his standards for like a couple games.
Yeah.
He could have been dropped, but he's a captain. Pep's kind of not going to drop him, but yeah, it's just kind of one of those things. It's tough, but even with Vardio, like I think he's been great for being 21. He's a savage, but he hasn't been on it. I feel like or not him particularly, but I feel like the back line is just more solidified when Akanji and Ake are in the lineup. Because I don't feel comfortable personally when I'm watching the game and it's about to start and we see like Diaz and Vardio start together. Because I don't know. I feel like their chemistry it's not there yet versus whenever like Akanji or Ake are there with Stones or Diaz. It's nice. It's very calm and collective because you got obviously Ake and Akanji, but yeah, man, I hope they lift the trophy this Friday. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, it'd be good, that one.
You're gonna get the gold badge in your jersey, Roberto, yeah?
Yeah. This is actually funny enough. This is, I don't know if you guys can see it. This is Ake.
Oh yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Got the mint Ake jersey because that's my boy. I love watching him play. He's such a fun defender. He's a savage. Like one of the big shouts for him. One of my favorite moments was at the Emirates when he completely threw his body on the line against I think Saka's shot. Just nobody was talking about it, but he just sacrificed himself and he blocked it. It was such a good block. But yeah, last season we like celebrated those like goals. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's the way it felt, innit? The blocks and stuff like that. It was always celebrated like a goal.
Yeah.
Always. But obviously this season we're not seeing that yet. But hopefully it comes around.
Yeah, it is early.
Hopefully Pep sorts it out.
Yeah, it's early. So, Pep's the GOAT, so he's I got full confidence in him. He's gonna find a way. But
yeah, I agree.
I just hope Arsenal don't win it because they're clown. Their fans are clowns, and they're just so annoying. I don't know. I'd rather have in an alternate universe, if I had to pick, I'd rather have Liverpool fans win it. But
I'd sooner have Liverpool win it than Arsenal.
Yeah.
Sooner, because Arsenal fans, mate, I won't hear the end of it. One of my mates is an Arsenal fan, and he would never let me hear the end of it if he won the league this season.
Yeah, I don't know how it is with you guys, but I mean, assuming you guys are in Manchester, and except for Hugh, but like in the States, like you see Liverpool jerseys and some Arsenal jerseys and some City jerseys too. But yeah, I don't know. Arsenal fans just feel like the loudest. For no reason, but it's like
for a team that won fuck all in 20 years, they make a lot of noise, man.
Yeah.
True. But that's what it is these days, right? Social media FC. So
yeah. Where are you from, Roberto? Whereabouts in America are you from?
So originally I'm from Canada. Like hockey's my first sport, but fell in love with City like more so like early 2000s, and then really followed it when Pep signed on because loved his stuff at Barcelona. And I never had a team in the EPL. And all my buddies were Man U fans, just glory hunters in the early 2000s, like pick up football here and whatnot. I just hated them. And because of that, it was just so annoying. So I was like, all right, Tevez, Aguero, and then just rode the wave ever since. It's been amazing. But
Yeah, man.
last season was incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, we peaked, innit? We peaked last season.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, for
We
3
peaked.
Trump was amazing. Yeah. 115 charges. Let's go. Fuck it.
Yeah, I rate this.
Oh,
You can
yeah,
come
yeah.
again, Roberto.
Big up Sai. I think Sai got my gifted membership during the Uara stream, right? Was that Sai?
Oh, because are you Roberto with all caps? Is your name in all caps? Yeah. I was thinking about that a minute ago. I was about to ask you that. Man. Sai got. Everyone was gifting memberships, and Sai was just not getting any. It was well funny. And then he got yours.
You're a legend, man. You're a legend, Roberto. Appreciate the support, man.
Yeah. But all right, you guys take care.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, Roberto.
Speak soon, man.
Yeah.
What a guy, man.
Was
what a
sick.
nice guy. He's
He's
gifted members yesterday, didn't he? What a guy.
Yeah. Because Sai got it, which is funny. I was about to ask him as well if that was him, because his name on the streams is all in capitals. Yeah, what a guy. What
He's
a guy.
shouting. He's shouting like you do.
Yeah, like I do to you.
Big up Rio here with the 298 says Pep is indecisive. You know what, Rio? This time of the year, he 100% is. This time, it's like Pep.
He doesn't know his team, innit? He doesn't know his best team yet.
No. Because it's not like, say, Arsenal or Liverpool, where they know their best team at the start of every single season. It's like Pep has a clean slate at the start of every season, and no one is guaranteed to be in the very best team. And it's like he takes a few months of trial and error and analyzing players' performances and trying them out in positions and formations and whatnot before he goes, this is what I'm going to run with for when it really matters. At least that's what history tells us. So we're hoping that it's no different this season. But you're spot on. This time of the year, he's indecisive. But once he gets decisive, it's scary hours.
It means business, isn't it? It means business when you get when he gets decisive. That's when he starts to take the league seriously. He's having a laugh till now. Pep's absolutely in chill mode.
Big up Rio, man, for the super chat. Craig Party Time here with a good question. What does membership even give you, Jordy Porty? Why don't you tell the community?
You get a nice badge next to your name, mate. You get to interact with all the streams. There'll be extra member streams coming in the New Year's, which we are bringing back since we've not done one for ages, and also members content, which is good, man. This is good.
There you
man.
go.
So
there you go,
basically, we're trying to build a whole extra side of it, like the whole membership side of it up as well, like bringing regular extra content as a side thing, which in the new year is going to happen.
If you want to become a member, like John Rowland in the chat, like Joey in the chat, like Bester Frung in the chat, like who else have we got in the chat that's a member?
Joey's there. I do read out
Joey, yeah, Marshy Boy, a few members there. There's a join button below us, below the screen. You can click join, and then you can be set up there to become a member of the channel. Anyways, shall we get the next man in?
Yes, the next man is Lakshit. Should we add him in and see if it works? Yes, Lakshit.
Hi guys.
Yes, bro. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you guys?
Great,
Good,
man,
mate.
great.
How are you? How are you feeling about City then? Everything good? Are you chilling?
Yeah. Chilling, mate. But why are we leaking so many goals this season, man? Means this squad, this defense last season won us the treble, and we were keeping so many clean sheets. And this season suddenly feels like there is some gap in the defense, and we are leaking so many goals. Like same defense is there, like Ake, Akanji, Diaz, and Walker. But what is the mistake going on, guys? What do you think?
I personally think it comes down to a number of factors. Like I know rival fans don't like these excuses, but you have to bear in mind injuries. You have to bear in mind new players. Like the absence of John Stones for basically the first half of the season so far. Like he came back for a little period during the middle there, but he was out again then for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Take John Stones out, take Rodri out. He was suspended twice. That's 4 games in total for Rodri. That's a massive blow on the defensive side of things. And then also it comes down to what we were saying to Roberto, I think it was there a few minutes ago, where there's no solidified defense. You kind of know Kyle Walker's going to be there every week, even though many people don't want that. But the other 3 could be anything. It could be Vardiel, could be Akanji, could be Ake, could be anybody really in whatever combination and whatever shape Pep decides to go with. The fullbacks could bomb forward, one could stay back. It's all a bit here and all over the place, here and there. Whereas what clearly worked for us and made us so defensively sound last season was, like I said, it was solid. You knew the back 4 the day before the game. As long as they were all fit, you knew exactly what back 4 was going to play a big game. You had Ake, Akanji, Diaz, and Stones, and that's what worked an absolute treat for us. I'm hoping sooner rather than later we can get back to a consistent defense, a consistent.
Consistency is key in it, and that's something that. To be fair, though, we complained about this last year, probably not in the same context, but we complained about the exact same thing. How we don't know the defense yet. We don't know at this stage. Last season was talking about the defense, talking about who's going to play, why we're not seeing a consistent back line in all these games, and then come February, Pep decided we're running with this until the end of the season, and that works. So hopefully we get like Hugh said there, a consistent back line. I genuinely think that's something that we do need.
Surely, yeah. In the second of the season, I think we will get better. Saw yesterday's match, Club World Cup match against Uruguay Reds. So that performance was very decent. Like we were in the control whole 90 minutes. First half was decent. We had taken so many shots, but second half was really good. Nunez has been really impressive. It's been from 2 to 3 games. He's been really good. Kovacic, he needs time, but I think they are good players for City. I think they will improve under Pep. What do you think about Nunez and Kovacic so far?
I think Nunez is going to cook under City. I think he'll do bits. He showed glimpses straight away as soon as he gets in. I know sometimes he has that kind of Cancelo trait. Do you know what I mean? He has the arrogance kind of thing. Wants to take people on. But I rate it, mate. Especially when he's doing it. He's controlling the ball. He's mint. I think Nunez is going to do really, really well. Kovacic, I think he'll do well. I know Kovacic is the one out of the 2 who gets more stick. But Kovacic hit the ground running. People forget the first couple of games with Kovacic. He looked mint.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, oh, he's got the system straight away. But then I feel like it's just kind of... I don't know if it's City have got better and Kovacic have stayed the same place, or his performances have have dropped off. I believe
I've been seeing
performances, but
Kovacic has been getting so many hate from the fans, like he's not performing well and this and that. But I think he needs more time under Pep. Like it's been only 5 to 6 months for him. This is a new team, new setup. So I think he will get eventually better second half of the season, I guess. When also De Bruyne will be coming back, Haaland will be coming back, Doku will be coming back. So maybe it will get better, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. We've got good players coming back, and obviously it's the first time today actually that we have a fully training squad since August.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. This is crazy. So second half of the season, City about to cook, mate. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, and about the Premier League, guys, we have been licking goals, but that Rodri red card, that 3-match ban, that changes the complete scenario for City, I guess, in this season up to 17 games. Because without Rodri, we have been so vulnerable. We have lost all the matches without him. But if we haven't, if Rodri haven't done that mistake, we should have been at the top of the Premier League up till now. But otherwise, what do you think? Like Rodri cannot play 38 matches. So we need to improve without him as well.
I agree.
Yeah, actually, it's getting better in that. I don't know what we'll do in January now, but I think the second half of the season will be major for City. I think obviously with Rodri in there, like you said there, The Rodri red card did kind of kill us a little bit, and we kind of just got to cross our fingers and hope Rodri never gets an injury, never gets a red card, and doesn't get any more yellow cards, so he can get no more bans in it. Like, because Rodri needs to basically play every single game now. Like every single game to end the season, we need Rodri in there, or else we're all over the shop.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm fine for.
That is crazy. Yeah.
Right, like shit. I appreciate you, bro. Big up for coming on, man.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you
Yeah,
very
of course, man. Over to you again. Have a good night, mate.
Yeah. Good night, boys. Bye.
In a bit.
Big up to like shit. Also, people need to tell. Do you know what I mean? It does take a lot to just jump on cam like on a random stream like that. Like it is pretty big that. People to just like get on the camera and that is sick.
Do you want to know a funny story? Yeah.
Hit me.
Right. So for those OG viewers of City Xtra, yeah, when Lewis and Jordan first started the phone-in show, obviously I wasn't making content at the time. I hadn't even started my own channel at the time. I'd never done anything content-wise on YouTube. I think was I the first ever person to call in? I think as well.
You might.
As one of them.
You used to ring in all the time.
Yeah. But I remember for people who are saying, for just to echo off the point, you're saying it takes a lot to ring in or a lot to call in. I remember the first time I ever did it, I was like, oh shit, this is scary, man. I'm about to talk about football, and I remember there was like 1,000 people watching live as well. I was like, oh god, this is scary. But I'm just saying, yeah, like for people who've never done it before, if you've never rang in or you've never shown your face on camera, it's daunting. So big up to anybody who does come on and shows their face or gives us some opinions.
Yeah, man, it's massively appreciated. And look where you are now, Hugh. So that
Look
could
at
be
me
any
now,
of you,
Mama
though.
made it. Now I own this shit.
Now I am the phone-in show. yes, Noisy Pod. Big up Noisy Pod in the chat. Big up, man. Who's next? We got Brian next. Brian is there waiting. He just started cheering and just seeing we're in the little preview window that we get of the cameras. I could have seen Brian cheering that he's next.
This is
And
Brian
then
with shades, man. This guy's
Brian with the shades, yeah. So we got
Brian.
Brian next, and then Nijay's after that.
Saucy
big up
Brian.
Nijay. Saucy Brian, right? Okay. Let's get Brian in. Yes, Brian. How you doing,
Brian.
Lads, you're right. How are you doing?
Good, mate. How are you?
Good, thanks. I just started cheering because you picked me. I was like, yes.
Yeah, we got an
Good
order,
week.
man.
Good week for City fans, isn't it? Unlike last time.
Yeah, bit better.
yeah.
That we've won the semi-final of the Club World Cup, but the Premier League, we're still waiting on a remontada there, aren't we?
God, yeah, still waiting on a victory. I'm dreading Goodison Park. I'm dreading it. Like, I am like shaking.
People need to put respect on Everton, man. They're doing bits at the moment. That's not going to be an easy game at all.
4 on the bounce now, isn't it? For Everton.
Is that what it is as well, man?
I think it's four wins on the bounce. I could be wrong, but I know it was.
Yeah, no, it is. I just checked it. It is 4 on the bounce.
They're all tough games as well. They had Newcastle, they had Chelsea, they had who else do they have? They had
Forest away, Burnley away, Newcastle, and Chelsea.
Yeah, and they didn't really lose to Fulham either, did they? It was pens.
Oh yeah, Fulham. Yeah, they played Fulham.
They might as well. You might as well put it down as undefeated in 5, haven't you?
Yeah, draw in it. We'll take it as a draw.
Yeah, it's like.
But,
I think we'll definitely draw. Whether we win, I don't know.
It's gonna be a big test because it's the first game back after the Club World Cup. Like I said in my review last night, even though, like, with all due respect to Red Diamonds or whatever they were called,
the Red Dragons.
Red Dragons, yeah, they're not the same level of opposition we're used to in the Premier League. It is still difficult for the players to go from, playing in a cold Etihad Stadium in Premier League for the last 4 or 5 months. Right, you're going out to Saudi Arabia, totally different, climate, totally different everything, to a new type of pitch, different opposition. It's a different change. So you have to come back then to playing against a nasty Sean Dyche Everton team who are gonna kick the legs off you. They've got that siege mentality now as well that we had last season after the Chargers came in. Like if you look at Everton now, they're playing like either the Chargers never happened or else they just use it to their advantage. And the thing is, people, it's so much shock whenever someone gets points off us. Why? Because whenever we go to anybody's ground, it's their cup final, it's their Champions League final. Manchester City are in town. If we can get something off them, it shocks the world. So for me, it's harder for us to go anywhere than it is for anybody else, because everybody wants to make a statement, and we are the perfect statement.
It's what we were singing last season, wasn't it, when we beat United 6-3 in your cup final? Yeah, but the thing with Everton is it scares me, because we know what the charges can do when you use the momentum, right? When you feel like everyone's out for you and you use it to your advantage. Well, we won a treble, so if I saw a stat the other day, it might have changed now because there was games after it, but I think Everton would have been 8th if they weren't docked 10 points, something like that.
That's crazy.
That's pretty.
That's crazy.
Mad.
It was something like that. It was like it's 8th or 9th. They would have been 8th or 9th.
Yeah. Well, now they'd be 9th or 10th, depending on goal difference. But they'd be 9th or 10th. They'd be above Chelsea anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And Chelsea,
I mean, that's mad.
Chelsea put 4 past us. So, and the problem with Everton is they're one of those teams that it's like once they get a lead, good luck coming from behind against them. You see it like every time they get a 1-0 lead, it seems to be like they just grind it out till the end of the game. But I think we'll win. I think we'll win because I don't know. I just think that if we win the Club World Cup, which let's be honest, we probably will. Shouldn't be that confident, but I am. It's Fluminense, however you say it. If we win it, which I'm sure we will, I think we'll come back with a boost, and I think the run will start then. Fingers crossed, anyway.
Yeah, I hope for the momentum takes us through to that Everton game. The lads will be buzzing for it. Hopefully they'll have a good Christmas and that. And we're not playing on Boxing Day either, are they? So they've got a bit more time to chill as well.
Yeah.
We play on the 27th. They've got more time to chill after Christmas. So if, do you know what I mean? If Grealish gets on the sesh at Christmas, he can have like an extra day for his hangover.
Don't tell me he's not. Don't tell me he's not getting smashed for Christmas. Come on, it's Jack Grealish.
Oh, mate, he's definitely getting steamy for Christmas, him.
Yeah, in a club in Manchester, and people be filming him doing something he shouldn't be again.
Yeah,
you'll be there in your bucket hat and your shades as well.
Hopefully, I'll try and get a picture of him. But
yeah,
no, this is really random, but I'm really impressed by Matheus Nunes.
Yeah, he's sick. I really like the look of him. I'm excited about watching him develop. Like, he's still only 24, Matheus Nunes. I know he came with a pedigree because of his Wolves performances, but at 24, coming to join Pep, there's room for potential there. Like, I never saw the room for potential that much with Calvin Phillips because he never showed us anything on the pitch. But I feel different. I'm more optimistic about Nunes.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was one of you. It might have been some. I don't know. I don't think it was one of you boys. It might have been someone on one of the panel shows, or it might have been on a different video. But someone said like how he drives with the ball is like almost Yaya Toure-esque. Like not as good, but like elements of it, how he gets it from deep and just doesn't stop going straight forward. And it's like good luck getting off him. Like,
I've seen that a lot. To be fair, I've seen that quite a few times now on Twitter, and that people saying that. Giving off Yaya vibes, but it's mad when you consider his age, like only being 24. It's exciting to see him play these games. I hope he starts again on Friday. I hope he starts again.
I want him to because I think he can get into this team next to Kev. I really do.
Oh yeah, I do. I think there's a long-term plan for this guy. We were scouting him when he was at Sporting. Pep liked him at Sporting, so I think there's a plan for him. I think there's a place for him in this team.
January, I'm thinking, who's your ideal, like, not mean to run the show, but like, who's your ideal signing? I know you're meant to ask me a question.
Ilkay Gundogan.
You want Gundogan back?
You know what? Palhinha.
That's what I was going to say.
Fulham.
That's what I was going to say.
Palhinha from Fulham. Is he not Bayern bound? I swear they're going to go in for him again.
Yeah, they might go in for him again, innit? But the rumor has it that City want him.
I saw. I don't even know if it might have been a shit source, but I saw
50 mil.
Yeah, I saw that sort of they were thinking of trying to get Phillips to go the other way.
Yeah, we did
I think you said that.
Standard stream the other day, like a just chatting stream, and was just talking about loads of random topics, and that came up. And Craig Party Time in the chat, he was talking about it as well. Loads of people in the chat were just talking about this Pelini thing. I kept seeing it like throughout the day. I did an earlier stream and someone was saying about it, so I had a look into it. And yeah, rumor for 50 mil, and then they're going to try and sign Calvin Phillips as well. So
yeah, I think that's a really good move. I think Phillips would slam it at Fulham as well.
I'd smash it. He'll smash it, Phillips.
I
don't think Phillips' career is dead. He's just dead at City. Do you know what I mean? He just can't do it at City, but I reckon he'll do it somewhere else. He'll smash it.
Any team that sits back more, he's going to suit as well. I think he's just sort of slow, break you down kind of player. Whereas you got to be like fast, keep it ticking to play in City, haven't you?
Yeah, guys, it frazzles his brain when he sits in the City side, mate. Because his head still tries to compute what's going on.
His first touch is like slower than how long it takes Rodri to touch, turn, and pass.
Yeah, that's because the guy's still thinking about it. After he's taken his first touch, the guy's lagging, mate. He's trying to think of if he's got the ball yet, and then he goes, "What's next after I get ball? Okay, I've got to find someone to pass to." In that time, someone's taking it off him.
Rodri's like a program machine, isn't it? Whereas Phillips is just sat there going, "Hold on, what did Pep say in training?"
Yeah, he pulls out a list out of his pocket, Phillips, of what to do next, and he's like reading it like that. He's got ball at his feet. Right, Rodri's chilling, mate. Rodri knows exactly what he's doing.
It's like building an IKEA back step by step.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like, I'm not sure if you've seen that clip from like old WWE where Chris Jericho gets out like that list and it's like out the ring and he's pulling it and reading the whole thing up. It's like that. That's what he's reading before he fucking. It's brilliant. It's class. But
all right, Brian, mate. Good to speak to you, mate. We'll get you on again.
Lovely to speak to you, lads. Subscribe. I said it last time. I'll say it again.
Yes, the guy knows.
Buttons down there
Brian,
somewhere.
Brian. Bye,
lads. In a bit.
Brian's a character.
Brian, man.
Brian's a G.
He'd lighten up your day, Brian, every time.
Yeah, fact. Big up to Brian. Yes, Simon, mate. How you doing? And big up to everyone in the chat. If you haven't already, please do us a favour, hit the like button. We'll keep it short. How many more calls we take you? Football's on now, innit? People will want to be going and watching that and stuff. Nidj's been waiting a long time. Should we do these last three?
Close the lines. The lines are now closed.
Hold tight,
Oh, that's the wrong one. There you go. That's my mate shouting "Hold tight, Anne-Marie," and I press it all the time by accident. Right, big up to Nidj's next. Yes, bro.
Yes.
How you doing, mate? You good?
Not really. I just tested positive for COVID yesterday.
That's not good. Yeah, man. Good. Get well soon, mate.
Yeah, I've had it, man. I've had it. It's a nasty. You've had it loads, Jordan, haven't you?
Oh, mate, I have it every week, mate. No, I've had it a few times. I'm a super spreader. Yeah, man. I hope you're good, Jay. What do you think about City, mate?
I don't know. The season's a bit puzzling for me. It's like it's basically last season, a rerun of last season, is what it feels like.
Yeah, I back on that. I feel like just slow start again, and then hopefully we're doing a lot by banking on the second half of the season.
Yeah, that's the main issue. Is like we're making it a bit too hard for ourselves, I feel.
Yeah, I agree with that. Pep's creating this challenge for him, whereas it'd be nice to just go into the first half of the season like we entered the second half, but. I mean, like these were saying before, I can't remember saying it before, but statistically, this is what happens with City. We start slow, second half is when we really kick on.
Yeah, just especially because it looked like we were actually going to have a good start as well, because we won the first, 6 games, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think it was 6 or 7.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of people, and I was one of these people, saying that the first half of this season has been better than last season, and I was in that as well, thinking like, yeah, this has been a better start to the season than last season. And last season we turned around and won the treble, so I still back us to do bits. It's just whether we can get to them levels again.
Yeah, that is. I mean, Kevin De Bruyne coming back soon. Doku coming back soon. I think. I think the main issue is the fact we've not had the full team. If we had the full team, I feel like the season would be better than it's been right now.
Yeah, I agree. And it's the fact that it's been certain players as well, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
Rodri, De Bruyne, and Stones. Those three alone, you miss them for any game, they're a massive loss. Never mind all three of them at certain points. Like there's been games this season where we've not had Rodri, Stones, or De Bruyne on the pitch. Like that's a massive, massive blow for Manchester City. So hopefully, when De Bruyne is back and Rodri picks up no red cards and Stones gets fully fit, we'll be cooking. So I agree.
Yeah, Kev's come to turn the stove on, I think.
Oh yeah.
Man's got the chef hat on ready, bro. He's ready, mate. I hope. I hope. I have this fear that Kev comes back for a week and gets injured again, and I have this fear lives in my head rent free in it. So I'm hoping Kev's all right, man. That's why I want to protect him as much as possible, innit? Protect them biscuit legs.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I feel like it would have been better to just have him wait at the start of the season instead of rushing him back.
Yeah.
It was so weird when he played that Burnley game. It was everyone expected September for him to back, and he was back like 2 or 3 weeks early, and everyone was like, "What's Kevin doing back so soon?" And then he got injured straight away. So we shot ourselves in the foot with that.
Yeah, it's weird because I don't think we normally do that, do we? It's like just have him come back 2 or 3 weeks early.
I mean, look at Diaz last season. Look how close we managed his minutes. Like
exactly,
we sat on the bench for 2 weeks, even though he was ready to play.
Yeah, and he was actually fit. Yeah,
I was one of the people saying, "Why is Diaz not playing? He should be playing these games." But obviously, the physios and that know best. So you've got to trust in the club, innit? And hope that City do the best thing for Kevin and Haaland and Doku. And hopefully next season, everyone can stay fit as much as possible and we can get the 4-peat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's. I think it's time now we start turning up.
Agreed, mate.
Agreed.
It's time.
All right, bro. It was nice speaking to you, man. We'll speak to you again next week, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Get well soon.
Yeah.
Soon, yeah.
Rest up, bro. Rest up. Speak soon.
Yeah, man. So it, Jay. Obviously, guy needs to get well, man. He also runs City Zone on. Well, he's the City Zone admin on Twitter. So if you,
is he?
Yeah.
Big up.
So if you see City Zone on Twitter, that's your man.
That's your guy.
Wadman. Wadman, remember that was the thing.
Fuck's sake, yeah. Remember Adam Monk? He was Wadman.
Adam Monk, man. Just someone got Wadman. Oh wait, it was Rizzo, wasn't it?
No, Rizzo, yeah.
Was it Rizzo?
It was Rizzo, yeah.
That is hilarious.
Rizzo.
As if it is Rizzo after all that.
Rizzo said the Man City account when Adam was the admin, he was like, if I get the third shirt with Wadman 1 on the back, will you follow me? And Adam was like, yeah, sure.
Oh my God. That is 10 out of 10. He
wasn't wearing the fedora though, the bastard, man, so it didn't hit as hard.
I didn't hit as hard. Yes, Sai, I hate you both. You misidentified me. Bro, he was called Sai, innit? You both got the same name, bro. You know what I mean? We both got the same name before. We thought it was you, innit? Stace says, good morning to my 2 Riz Kings. That is correct. You have correctly. That's we misidentified you, Sai. Stacey has correctly identified me and Hugh. We are the Riz Kings.
Porty is the Riz King. Porty is like, you should see Porty on nights out. The guy is a magnet. You know, Porty just stands at the bar, yeah, and he's like, form a straight line, people, orderly queue, and the women just queue up, and he's there in his Man City away kit that I bought him with Porty 69 in the back.
I have the socks and shorts on everything, mate, on a night
shin
out.
Pads, the whole lot, man. Shin pads, everything.
Full kit. Right, enough of this. Right, on to Julian. Julian's next. Imagine this was Julian Alvarez. That'd be sick, wouldn't it? Yes,
Right,
Julian,
mate.
mate.
Cheers, boys. Hey, can you hear me well? Is my camera working properly?
Yep.
Yeah, good, mate.
Everything? Nice to meet you guys. I'm Julian from Amsterdam, so abroad.
You're from Amsterdam. Love
Yeah,
that.
I can actually see the Ajax or like the stadium right outside my window, so that's pretty cool as well.
Show us.
That's
Show us.
sick.
No, I can't really because my webcam is like locked to my computer, so I can't.
Oh, yeah,
actually
that makes sense.
show you, but yeah. Anyways, I was gonna make, or I wanted to make the point that I think the general consensus right now around City is way too negative. I think it's getting sort of like overblown to a certain extent, or like how do I say this? I think people are overblowing that we are playing poorly. I think we've actually played extremely well. We've been somewhat unlucky. I think we just have to acknowledge that there's some sort of variance in football, and sometimes you just get the lower end of it, and that's sort of led to our poor results. I know it's not a popular thing to think, but I genuinely think we've been way better than even last season at this time. You know, like if you think about the way we played before the World Cup, and if you compare it to the way we've been playing from the start of the season up until now, we've been playing way better, I think, genuinely. But
yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. I've been saying that all season, that we've been playing better than last season at this current point. I feel like we do look a lot better than we did then.
And also,
I think the one thing that you need to take into account, is sometimes look at it on your side, man. Look at like some of the refereeing decisions that we've seen have been arse. I know some of them have gone our way. That's what it is with VAR, but it does happen in football. Like look at the Grealish one. And that's one way it can take out a moment that can win a match there. And then we talk about that a lot. We're not winning games at the end, but I think I'm confident that we will get better, and I feel like we are already playing better than last year. And last year won a treble.
Actually, I have a point relating to that as well. Like I think us dropping points at Palace last weekend, or whenever it was, like 2 weeks ago, whatever, last Premier League game, actually increased our chances at winning the title and maybe even another treble, because I think the players sort of need that realization, that like kick up their arse, like that realization going into that flight to Saudi Arabia, knowing they're 5 points behind, not just one game. They need to get that like culture back. Like they need to have their stress levels increased to the point where they get into this like winning rhythm again. I think it's actually I think it's probably a good thing that we drop points.
Yeah, no,
it sucks and stuff. But
yeah, it's bad to drop points in that, but then also at the same time, it's good for them to know that like Palace is a perfect example of the game where it shows the players now afterwards to have to drop points that you've got to stay focused for the full 90 minutes, mate, and you need to take chances. You got to stay focused. You can't drop off in the last 10 minutes, or else that's what happens. And also, they can't. If you keep doing this, we are going to fall further and further behind. Say if Arsenal drop points and Liverpool drop points at the same weekend, it's almost like we got away with it. So the players got a free hit. I don't want them to have a free hit. I want them to know you need to do better, mate. You need to do better, or else this is what's going to happen, and then they can learn from it. And hopefully that's what happens.
Yeah, I do agree. Someone before made a point that we are not celebrating tackles and stuff like their goals like before, but I think this sort of things will probably help cultivate that culture. It's something that I don't think is sustainable across the whole year. It requires so much focus, intensity, and stuff like that I feel like you just have like ebbs and flows, you know, in terms of performance, in terms of focus, in terms of all those things. And it's probably a good thing that it happens. Sort of to come back to my point before, I think it's a good moment to happen now, right before there's somewhat of a break for us in terms of the Premier League, that they have this sort of time, this idle time where they can think about it, where they're all together in this like sort of bubble in Saudi Arabia, where they are able to cultivate this sort of culture and actually able to come back a lot stronger. And then also our current or like upcoming fixtures are also like beneficial towards creating that sort of winning flow and winning rhythm, right? Our games aren't that difficult. So I think I'm a lot more positive than the average City fan, to be honest. I feel like it's a little bit too negative, to be honest. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I rate that. I rate the positivity.
Yeah.
I'm behind it. I'm all for it. I'm here for it.
And then, okay, I have a question, right? Because I've only been following City for like 5 years. Because I used to get my ass beat in FIFA, and I was done with it. I bought FIFA. I got into football again after not following it for a long time, and I was like, okay, I need to find a team. And I loved the way City plays, so I became a big fan over time. Who's the worst player you guys have seen play in a City shirt in the last 10 years? Like, which player that you've seen for, like, let's say at least 3 times, okay, not just once, but at least 3 times, who's been the most, like, out of place, the worst player you've seen play?
I think I have one.
I have one as well, but I want to hear your guys
See,
first.
the issue is with the shit players, that with the shit players, they become like cult heroes. Like, do you know what I mean? They become funnily shit. Like, so, like, we spend loads of money on a player, then they're just shit, mate. But then it's funny that they're shit. Like, it becomes like a thing of bringing back. Like, remember Joe, mate? Joe did not hit the heights of what we paid for. We paid £19 million for Joe, and that was not it. The worst player that I've seen for City is probably RGS. I'm with the RGS. There is Zach Steffen. For a long time, Zach Steffen has been one of the worst.
Mine's Eric Garcia. I thought he was just
Eric Garcia. See,
he was so bad.
He stunk.
I didn't mind him at first. You know, I was thinking, you know what,
Eric
this guy might
Garcia
have
with the
potential.
Petr Cech helmet on. He stunk.
Yeah, he did get bad there with the Petr Cech.
Remember the Leicester, the 5-3 against Leicester? How dead he was that day.
Yeah, that's true.
He's stinky boy.
He's the guy that went to Barcelona, right?
Yeah. Wait, they got rid of him, didn't they? Or is he still there?
I think he's still there. But, oh no, in fact, no, they've loaned him out. I think to Girona.
Mate, I could not believe we got that much money for him at the time. Like, that was crazy to me. But I thought the same about the striker guy that we sent to Barcelona as well. He still plays for them now. What's his name?
Ferran Torres.
Yeah, I think he's really average as well. Yeah, but he's.
Yeah, I thought Ferran Torres would have stayed at City and done a bit better, but yeah, obviously he's seen the Barca lights and wanted that. But people saying Wilfried Boney, do you remember Wilfried Boney? Do you know, right? I got a story about Wilfried Boney. Manuel Pellegrini had the option of signing Wilfried Boney or Paulo Dybala.
Yeah.
And he chose to sign Wilfried Boney instead. And Dybala had previously said he wanted to play before he went to, was it Juventus? He wanted to play for 2 teams, Manchester City or Real Madrid. So he already wanted to play for City, and instead we went and signed Wilfried Boney because he scored like 25 or whatever it was goals in a season. Crazy, mate.
The thing is, for me, right, I have not been able to stand Calvin Phillips play for us. I genuinely think he's been the worst player I've seen play in a City shirt since I've been following it. Like, not to kick the worst down, but like
he's gonna be up there.
Yeah, I could not stand watching. Like, I've literally turned on my TV whenever he would get on. Like, I could not watch him. He felt so out of place, but whatever, he's gone. I like don't have to kick him or whatever. Keep going on about him.
I've given up. I've given up on my Phillips stocks. I sold them when they hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
You lost that a lot then. Fuck. Yeah. By the way, I saw a tweet from you guys saying about Kimmich. What's like the validity of that source, or like how true is that? Because he would actually be my favorite player to join City. I think he would do such a job if Kimmich, like Joshua Kimmich, joins City.
I think I'd love it, but I think it's a non-mover. I don't see it going anywhere. There's talks of Tuchel not liking him, falling out, all this, but when me and Hugh did a stream the other week, we checked. Guy plays 90 minutes pretty much every game that he plays. He plays most of the games. He's fully in that side, so he's not lacking game time. And if he comes to City, then he's gonna play. He could play next to Rodri, but I genuinely don't. I don't see it. If we do, it'll cost cash, but I don't see it happening. I'd love it. I'd love it. I'd love it. It'd be sick to sign Kimmich.
And in the next summer, if you could choose one player to buy besides Mbappe, you could take any player from any team. Who would you take?
Wait, I'll take anyone from anywhere. I'd get Bellingham. If I could take, if it was open, mate, I'd go Bellingham. You're mine, mate. He is sick.
Yeah, he is good. To be fair,
but realistic wise, I'd go for Florian Wirtz.
If I could choose one, I would take Pedri I think he's even better than Bellingham. Might be a hot take, but I think that guy is such a complete player. Him in like the Gundogan role, you know, the left side of midfield. I think he would be the perfect guy to play there. I think he could do it all.
I like Pedri. I like both Pedri and Gavi. I like them two. They're both sick.
Yeah,
They're both
true.
good players, man.
Or Musiala, man. That guy is such a baller. Like, I would love to have him at City. That would be insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Julian, mate, from Amsterdam.
Nice to meet you,
I
boys.
appreciate you coming on, bro.
How's Manchester as a place to go out? Is it a nice city trip to plan? Because I've been looking for some city.
Yeah, do it, mate. It's definitely worth coming to. And then obviously there's a night out and that. There's different clubs to go to.
You want to go to Bolton, mate? That's where you want to go to.
Yeah, you want to go Bolton into Spoons, it's called. No, don't go to Bolton. Wherever you go, don't go Bolton. That's near where I live. Don't go there. But yeah, Manchester, it's good, mate. It's good, mate.
Is there some culture, or is it just drinking, and partying?
Drinking.
Nothing nice to see. Okay.
I think you can go to the stadium and that, but yeah, if you're in Manchester, true. I mean, you go Trafford Centre.
Are tickets easily gettable, like accessible?
What?
Are tickets like accessible as a foreigner to get them? Is it like kind of easy, or is it really difficult to a city game?
Depends what game you want to go to. If you want to go to like for the Crystal Palace game on the weekend, there was loads of tickets available. You could just buy them off the club straight away. But if you want to go to a Big Six game, probably be a bit harder. You want to ask around a bit.
Yeah, you'd definitely be able to get some though. Definitely able to get some. There's different.
I'll check it out, man. I'll check it out.
Yeah, man.
All right, nice to meet you, boys.
Right.
I love
Big up Julian, mate.
And a bit.
See you. Ciao.
See you in a bit. Big up to Julian, mate. That was sick, mate, from Amsterdam. Great party. How you from Bolton, JP? I live in Radcliffe, but I used to live in Little Eva, which is in Bolton. Basically, the sign that says "Welcome to Bolton" is down the road from my house. So it's like when me and Hugh went out, it was like, oh yeah, fuck it, Bolton, because it's round the corner.
I like Bolton, man. I like it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Bolton's good. It's not good when you're getting at 5 a.m., innit?
No. Remember, I was checking my Uber receipts there a couple of weeks ago. I was like, is that to your house? It's like 4:30 in the morning from Bolton to your house.
Yeah.
Grim.
Wow.
Grim.
Yeah, it is grim. You know, your mate lives in Bolton. Yes, that's Craig, mate. Right, last caller of the day.
Rio.
Here he is. Rio from Singapore. Rio. Yes, Rio, mate.
Hi. How is it?
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm average. Okay.
What's wrong, mate? What's wrong? What's bothering you?
My parents got COVID, so it's not really doing good.
Everyone's getting COVID, man.
Your friend's not Ninja, is it? Because he got COVID, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you Rio from the chat?
Yes.
Rio! It's Rio! This is Rio from the chat! No way! No way! This is Rio! Yo! I didn't even put two and two together then. And he said that, I was like, oh shit, yeah, it is. It's Rio.
This is the GOAT, man. This is GOAT Rio.
Yeah, man. Big up Rio, man.
He's him.
He is him. Hopefully the COVID thing sorts itself out. You know what I mean? Like, loads of people getting it nowadays again. Like, do you know what I mean? Re-up on the illnesses and that. But what are your thoughts on City recently, mate?
Trash. Really trash.
Straight to the point.
Yes, trash. Defense-wise, trash. Attacking-wise, okay. We're okay. Our defense is just leaky.
Yeah. True that.
But I have an issue. I have one issue. Kyle Walker. What's with the hate with Kyle? Like, I remember we City fans were like begging him to stay, and then now we're all just trashing him, calling him to get out, move out.
No, we were two of them. Me and Jordy Porter in the summer. We were begging him to stay. Remember, we were like, "Please stay."
Oh yeah, we were having a crisis over Kyle Walker leaving. Remember?
I just can't understand why we made so much effort. I don't mean me and you because we didn't have any bearings on what was going to happen, but I mean I don't know why the club made so much effort to keep Kyle Walker and not Ilkay Gundogan. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why not bring Gundogan out for a little tapas in Pep's bar or whatever? Why not bring Gundogan out and try to chat to him, convince him to stay? Because I think we dropped how many points? It was 2 against Chelsea, 2 against Tottenham, 2 against Liverpool, 3 against Villa, and then 2 against Palace. I reckon we keep about 6 or 7 of those points if you have Ilkay Gundogan in midfield. Still, I really do. That's how important he is, and that's the kind of player he was. He'd come up with the goals. He was a leader as well. His presence on the pitch wouldn't have allowed the players to switch off. Because Rio, the pattern has been that we would switch off for 20 minutes at a time in a game, and that's what would cost us. Because if you're going to switch off in the Premier League at the highest level of football and Champions League, you're going to get stung, and we got stung. And that's where leadership and mentality comes into play. Company wouldn't have allowed it. Fernandinho wouldn't have allowed it. Gundogan wouldn't allow it. And Kevin De Bruyne, you ain't going to allow it. That's what Kevin De Bruyne's got to do.
Definitely. Another issue. What's with Pep and changing tactics from the, what was that, 3-2, what was the tactic he used in the final? Shit.
Oh, the Chelsea game in the final.
Yeah.
Where he didn't play for Rodri. He
No,
didn't
no,
play
no,
Ced-
no,
didn't play
no,
CDM.
Had no CDM.
no, not that one. The one against Inter, which
Final.
constantly used. I think it was the 3-2-3-1. 3 center backs, 2 midfielders,
Oh,
three players up front and Haaland on his own. And then
yeah.
he just keeps on changing to like the 4-3-3 and then this and then that. He's indecisive.
Yeah, he doesn't really. I feel like he doesn't really know what he's doing in it. Like we said this before that I feel like he uses the first half of the season to find his best City side, and then the second half he runs what he feels is the best. But obviously, it makes it difficult for himself if he does that. It's probably not that. That's definitely not the case, but it certainly feels like that. But it's Pep Roulette, mate. That's what everyone calls it, Pep Roulette. We don't know. We don't know what he's going to run like. That's why it's so difficult when people try and predict Pep's starting 11. That's why we try and predict it. Most time we get it wrong. We have got it right a few times, but most time it's difficult to do because you don't know which way he's going to do it. You don't know what what's going to do. Yeah, Joey in the chat there has just said, "Let me dumb it down." He's throwing enough shit at the wall to we see what sticks. Basically, I mean.
But that's one positive. Edison. He went from not able to save a shot for his own life to hell, saving a goal from in the Champions League final.
Yeah,
and constantly performing.
The only thing about Edison, so that happened, and now Edison's back into the he's on his way back into the bad books with some City fans. People are very people are short with it. And obviously he had an incredible save in that Champions League final. But I think Edison's conceded in his first. I think there's been 7 shots on goal, which have been the side's first shots on goal, and he's conceded all 7. So which is Bravo style.
That is not his style. His style is long balls, able to find the players in a like. That's the reason why Pep bought him, and that's the reason why he got rid of Joe Hart. He didn't want a goalkeeper that is able to save a shot, but is able to do long balls and is good with his feet and calm when he's under pressure.
Yeah, well, that's right. You got. I mean, to be fair, Edison should probably just be a midfielder, but he'd do well there. But obviously, we need him in net. Yeah, that's his style. He has a different style, and then as City fans, we gotta accept it. Edison is our number one. I don't see Ortega taking that spot either. I think Edison will continue to be our number one going forward as well. I think Ortega had his chance to get that number 1 spot, but Edison's level stepped up. I'd hope that Edison gets back to his best very, very shortly. I don't think it's going to be a permanent thing where people are going to be slating him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Come on.
Another issue is Ruben Dias. What has happened to him? honestly what has happened to him.
Yeah, I do feel Ruben fell off a little bit recently. He's not been the leader that we've seen, but I'd also say our defense has fell off, not just Ruben. Like our defense hasn't been great. Yeah,
it's more than just a Ruben Diaz problem.
It's a bigger problem than just Ruben Diaz, which is probably more concerning. But I feel like a bit more. I feel like it's fixable, and I feel like we have the best man to fix it.
Yeah. All right, Rio, mate. Absolute pleasure speaking to you. We'll do it again next week. Rio.
Big up to the Rio. Big up Rio, man. From Singapore. Appreciate that, bro. Big up to Rio. Man coming in with his issues, man. Guys not doing well, innit? Guys not feeling good about City right now. He wants Champions League final City back, bro.
Yeah. We'll get it, Rio. We'll get it for you.
We'll do it for you, Rio. We're gonna hold up a shirt that says Rio. Justice for Rio, innit? And it's like just the shirt with Rio on the back. But yeah, man. Right, big up to everyone who's phoned in today. Liverpool are currently beating West Ham, I think. Liverpool beating West Ham. Szoboszlai scored in the Carabao Cup. Yeah, Carabao Cup. Yeah, Carabao Cup. So we'll let people go watch the footy. If you want to watch the footy, I'll go do what you're doing tonight. Big up to everyone who's been involved, everyone who's liked the stream. It's massively appreciated. It's good to get the opinions of the other fans on. And big up to Rio again with the 10 gifted memberships.
Rio.
I never even put the 2 and 2 together at first. Like I just seen Rio and I was like, I didn't even realize. But yeah, man. We'll see you all in the next one. We'll see you tomorrow with some more content. See you in a bit.
Bye-bye.